Khamzat Chimaev has been eyeing titles in multiple weight divisions, and now he's targeting Alex Pereira for a title fight.
Se promover, mas não quer lutar. O esporte ele não quer. Depois dessa chamada que ele deu aí, conversei com o meu empresário. Como ele é um cara pesado também, um cara grande, não tem condições de eu perder peso agora, né? Acabei de fazer uma perca de peso e eu falei, então, dá pra mim lutar no Brasil, na categoria de cima. E ele correu. Por que ele não aceitou? Tô falando, no Rio, meio pesado, vou lutar praticamente machucado com ele. No meio pesado, pode casar no Rio.
Meanwhile, Paulo Costa has persistently called for a bout with Khamzat since their intended match at UFC 294.
Did you say you want to fuck me out?
You want to fight me?
No, I said, do you said anything?
I want to fight you. You want to fight me?
I want to fuck you out right now.
Okay.
Yeah, come on,
Let's
calm
go.
down.
Let me hear.
Come on.
You want to fight me? He say, no, I want to know what to talk about me. He's a bully with small guys, not a big guy like me. I want to fight you. And he proves. And he says,
What's happening, Israel? What's happening with Israel? I'm here. You said you want to fuck me out? I'm here now. Israel, fuck you in that. You like that? I say right there, he don't come and fuck me out. He said he want to fuck me out, I stay there.
What happened with Paulo Costa?
Nothing, and then Israel fuck his ass, All the walls see that shit,
this is Khamzat Chimaev gourmet shishen hat.
Who told you that?
Oh, God. Oh, Chimaev, you need to do something, motherfucker. I stole everything that you had. Hype, soul, his head, do something.
Costa has boldly stated his desire to face Khamzat in January, expressing confidence in victory by saying, "Give me chin chin for dinner with some secret juice." He's urging Khamzat to sign for the fight again, suggesting there's no need to protect him, or else Costa feels Khamzat will continue to ignore his existence. However, when questioned about Paulo pulling out of their previous fight, Khamzat declined to answer, suggesting Paulo was afraid. Khamzat made it clear not to inquire about that incident. He mentioned that the other guy left because he was scared. He panicked. To be honest, he scared himself, and that's why he ran away. Brendan Shaw believed that it would have been an easy fight for Khamzat, saying, "I think Khamzat dominates the fight. I don't see it as a competitive matchup." Then, others might argue, but if he fights the same way he did against Gilbert Burns? Here's the deal, that was the worst fight of his career. He chose to stand toe-to-toe, exchange shots, and fight recklessly, reminiscent of his early UFC days. Despite that, he still emerged victorious. Criticizing him for it overlooks the fact that he learned from that experience. Look at what he did to Kevin Holland. Joe Rogan was concerned about the size disparity between Khamzat and Paulo, thinking it could pose a problem. However, how easy or difficult cutting weight is varies from person to person. Some individuals find it easy while others struggle. There are people who cut a significant amount of weight, but some approach it more intelligently. Moving from 185 to 170 is a substantial drop. He's a big guy. Consider the size of Colby Covington, and then imagine someone larger like Alex Pereira. When discussing Khamzat, a potential fight between him and Colby would be intriguing. But if Khamzat were to face someone like Paulo Costa or Yoel Romero, you're dealing with significantly different body sizes. At one point, fans were worried that Khamzat might get a title shot against Israel Adesanya. Eugene Behrman couldn't believe it. He questioned whether Khamzat had fought at middleweight yet. He emphasized the importance of not being ridiculous, especially when it comes to the most prestigious title in the sport. While recognizing the influence of business decisions, he highlighted the risk of devaluing the organization, the sport, and everything it stands for. He suggested that at the very least, Khamzat should fight 3 opponents who are relatively unknown, like Pereira. This isn't an argument against Khamzat fighting, but rather a call for maintaining the sport's integrity. I believe a fight against Khamzat would be great. He's a renowned figure and presents a real challenge, and we're all about embracing challenges. His high-level MMA wrestling adds a new dimension to the sport, which I find enticing. However, my argument stems from advocating for the prestige of the UFC, its brand, and the sport itself. Fighting Khamzat would indeed be a noteworthy bout. Similar to what Israel Adesanya expresses to his opponents, I hope they perform well and secure victories in their matches, enabling a potential showdown with Khamzat. Adesanya admitted awareness of Khamzat's interest in fighting him, but currently doesn't give it much attention. Khamzat hinted that the UFC might be protecting someone. He mentioned some things said in the past, but generally doesn't engage with nonsense on social media, asserting his status as a champion. Even during Corey's break, he still considered himself the champion. Another fighter, Wright Toms, has been calling out Alex PR for a while. However, Alex claims that Wright Toms has been avoiding the fight. Earlier this year, Alex mentioned a potential title defense right after Khamzat's last fight, making it seem improbable. Khamzat himself expressed interest in a light heavyweight title fight, although he wasn't in a position to make that happen. Despite this, he still called out Alex to test his willingness for the fight. He had a feeling that Alex didn't truly want to face him. Recently, Alex discussed competing in both middleweight and light heavyweight divisions, suggesting a preference for the 170 pounds weight class, even though he might already be considered the next title challenger in his current division. It seems there are no concrete plans for him to fight, likely because if he were to lose in his current weight class, it would silence all the hype he's generating. It appears he's avoiding competition in his own weight class, where he's seen as the next title challenger. Coach Andreas Michael believes that a matchup between Alex and Khamzat would be exceptional. Andreas mentioned having a solid training camp and expressed eagerness to venture into the heavyweight division again. However, his real desire lies in seeing Khamzat compete in the middleweight category for the championship belt. He expressed enthusiasm for an incredible fight with Alex Pereira, even considering a welterweight fight as a possibility. No issues whatsoever. It's just about proper preparation and allowing ample time if we plan to drop down a weight class. Rushing it within 5 or 4 weeks isn't feasible. Before Alex's recent fight with Israel Adesanya, he discussed potential matchups, but avoided discussing Khamzat. Alex mentioned being currently focused on Israel, yet open to fights with fighters like Whitaker and Paulo Costa, acknowledging their respectful approach. However, when it comes to Chimaev, Alex expressed reservations, citing him as someone who talks too much. After Alex's last fight, Chimaev expressed interest in fighting him at the same weight class, but Alex pointed out the timing wasn't suitable due to injuries. Alex proposed a fight at 205 pounds, yet seems disinterested, stating that if the UFC wants him to fight either Whitaker or Paulo Costa, he'll do so as the champion, but he prefers not to discuss fighting Chimaev. Sonnen believes someone is being dishonest about accepting a fight, yet he's uncertain which fighter it might be. There's talk about Chimaev challenging Pereira, and DraftKings even favored Chimaev by nearly 3-to-1 odds. However, suddenly there's a shift. Chimaev proposed the idea of fighting for the World Championship at 185 pounds, specifically on December 10th. I quickly defended Pereira against this challenge because Pereira struggles to make weight. He's a significantly larger athlete. I pointed out that fighting on December 10th means making weight on December 9th, which seemed impractical for Pereira. However, Pereira added to the confusion when he appeared on Ariel's show and claimed to have accepted a fight against Chimaev at 205 pounds. Pereira made a statement, but he went further by suggesting that Jamie might have declined the fight, lost his mind, or did not want the word on the street that he turned down a fight. It brings me back to my initial question, who do you believe? Because both narratives cannot be true. Khamzat has recently called out Alex again, even tweeting Dana White, "Let me finish him. I make everyone scared." He referred to others as booty man, suggesting that these fighters are thinking about him and making excuses like having surgeries or facing problems. But according to him, he never declines any fight and is always ready. Despite being out for a while, he claims to have been consistently training. When there's big money involved, it becomes challenging to make a fight for him. He claims to have taken away everything from his opponents, stealing their peace of mind and causing disturbance. As a result, he feels the need to fight that guy. Do you believe you're the cause of why he missed weight? Definitely you're the reason. Why? Because he became extremely angry and stressed, almost giving up. He struggled to make weight, almost missing it by 8 pounds. He nearly gave up, but he wanted to fight and earn that last bit of money. Who knows what the money situation was, but he's determined to fight this guy. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.